Also coming up, we will be joined by the one and only Take That, like you've never seen them before, as they open up in their highly anticipated new documentary series released today, which follows the band's highs and lows, including what it was like when Robbie Williams walked away.
It's fantastic. Looking forward to
it. So for that, and we do really hope that you're all staying safe.
Yeah, and of course, need to say good luck to our friend Carol Kirkwood, who announced she was leaving BBC Break.
Carol, what would we do without her? I know. And if the weather wants to make you hunker down and stay inside, well, luckily we've got some great guests to keep you entertained tonight.
Yes, let's say hello. It is pop star Mika and Gary, Mark and Howard from the legendary Take That.
Now, what a sofa this is.
I wish I'd never wore green now. Look at this.
It's just the heads blending in.
How many times, Howard, have you been on this show?
I know. Forgot it was green.
But it matches your eyes beautifully, so there you are. Now, anyway, big day for you guys. The documentary is out. Oh, my goodness. It's absolutely fantastic.
We had this message in from Laura, who said, I've been a fan of Take That since day one, and the documentary didn't disappoint. I love seeing you during your early days. Loved it.
Yeah.
So in the documentary, I mean, it charts the very beginning, all up into sort of to present day. Gary, we see a different side to you all. Why was now the right time to do this?
Well, you know what? The sequence of events that have led to here is about 3 years ago. Netflix came to see us at one of our rehearsals for our tours. And I don't know what it is, but when we rehearse, we say yes to everything. Go and make a documentary, no problem. We didn't hear anything for about 18 months, and we thought they'd actually moved on to someone else, more important.
Mika.
Do you think that's because you're trying to get them out of the room? It's like, fine. We're just practicing here,
However, they then started sending us clips, and they'd gone right back into the archives, the deep, dark archives, and they started making this great piece, which is a thrill for us. 3 1-hours documentary documenting the last 35 years. Brilliant.
It is so fantastic.
It's a real treat.
Yeah, and as Gary said there, the documentary is packed with new interviews with the band, archive interviews with Jason and Robbie, and personal behind-the-scenes footage charting their journey from their Manchester beginnings. Let's have a look.
Here's Gaz and Howard. Say hello.
Right, OK, you're about to witness something that you've probably never witnessed before.
We were travelling all around the world. It was all just like crazy.
Do you not know that we've got better things to do? Let's go!
To walk down the street now is just a nightmare.
Take that! I'm gonna split up!
Everyone laughing at you. And then we've got this crazy offer. You guys could sell 30 arenas.
Could we really do this again?
Lack of confidence.
How the hell are we going to do this?
Honestly.
A bit longer than that.
It's a bit longer. But, you know, it does go right back to the beginning when you were doing, like, school tours. It's such a treat. And Howard, you captured most of this footage, so it must have been incredible for you to watch it all back.
Yes, I'm the director. We were very annoying in the early days. We had camcorders, and we were literally on VHS and Hi8. And I've got boxes in my basement, and literally gave all these boxes to Netflix, and they come up with footage. So when we very first saw the documentary, we couldn't remember any of it. We was like, I don't even remember any of this footage whatsoever, because we never saw it.
Mark, as well, obviously, the series kind of highlights so many of those great moments that you had as a band, but also the lows as well, you know, including the moment when Robbie leaves. You can see it as tense in the documentary at times. I mean, how did that, you know, obviously that moment affect you, all of you as a band?
You know, like you say, the journey over the series does document all those, the Rob leaving, the us splitting up.
Yeah.
And then I saw footage of like Howard and Gary that I had never seen before in between in those years, and then it brings us back together. And then obviously, I mean, I don't want to ruin it for everybody.
Of course,
You know, and get people who don't know the story of the band, but it has a nice arc.
A lovely arc.
Yes.
It all comes
towards
good.
the end.
And we all die in the end.
Yeah. No spoilers, but we all die.
But it is, I'll be honest. I love the fact that you've put so much of it in. You know, it is a real kind of warts and all kind of documentary that you've got in there that has this beautiful, as you say, arc and storyline. And Mika, like, I want to come to you because a year after Robbie left, as Mark was saying, Take That split up as well, and that's something you remember as a fan.
Of course. I mean, I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of these three men. I'm a fan of the band. I mean, I feel like I'm living some kind of surreal dream. Like, I've joined Take That.
You've joined Take That.
I've joined Take That.
This is actually a good look.
But of course, I remember it was mega.
Yeah.
I was like, it was mega. And I can only imagine how that must have felt for you guys. That's the thing. It's like, you build something together. It must have been so destabilizing. But what has come afterwards and the amount of creativity and reinvention that has come since, it's honestly hats off to you, because on a completely UK but European level, there's very few groups that have been able to build such a world and reinvent so many times at such a magical, dreamy, grandiose scale. So I just have the most enormous admiration.
Absolutely.
You can join whenever you want.
Welcome.
You've passed the interview, Mika.
I'll do just one day.
Surely you know though as well, Mika, that the audience, having an audience that stuck around through all that.
Yeah.
It's all right, us going through it, but the people watching us was like, oh God, what
We
now?
all stuck with you. There was
But
a picture I was telling.
to come back and to be welcomed in that way.
Yeah, exactly.
And people to come and see the shows and buy the tickets. We didn't know any of that was going to happen when we came back. We didn't have a clue, but they came along, and so we're very grateful to have that.
And you keep getting stronger. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Now, we've had loads of questions in. Linz has been in touch. Hi, Linz. And she says, Gary, if you could go back and tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
Oh my goodness. But the one thing when I watched the first episode, which is mostly the 90s, I could see it in my face, like, stop worrying. I spent the whole of the 90s worrying. Because I think that's what happens when you burst onto the scene. Everything's new. You don't feel in control of anything. I spent the whole time in a panic.
But Gary, you seem so chill.
No, I'm not. I wasn't then. I am now.
Just the way you talk.
He's seen the end of the movie now. He's seen the end of the movie.
Gary had all the weight on his shoulders about having to make the next album, the next
Exactly.
single,
Yeah.
next album, next single. So, yeah, bless him.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah. And then, Howard, there is some new music, though, isn't there?
Yeah.
Coming. What can you tell us then?
Yeah, well, at the end of the third episode, there's a new track called You're a Superstar. And we've been working for the last year on brand new stuff. And by the end of the year, we will have enough stuff for the album. So, yeah, we're going to start releasing stuff. Good stuff as well. If I may say so myself.
Very good.
You may.
Well, boys, congratulations.
Thank
It's
you.
fantastic. All episodes of Take That are available to stream now on Netflix. And, of course, tickets for the Circus Live are...
I was so fed up. And I'd been trying to write songs, and I thought I was going to get a break. And I went in and I played the songs, and you know this feeling. The person who was listening to it just skipped through. And I went back to the house, and they were like, no, sorry. And I went back to the house, and I tried to kind of like get my emotions together, and I just sat down and I wrote, I could be all these colors, that could be everything. I was like, this song is so ridiculous. But I was like, but I'll send it anyway. And they never called me back. But luckily someone else did a year later. Wow. But that's the way it is, you know that, out of frustration, out of fear.
Yeah.
It's normal to worry, but you've got to respond joyfully.
Yeah.
Because we have this amazing ability to respond joyfully to ridiculously difficult situations sometimes, and that's what Grace Kelly was.
And the fact you can go home and bash the piano.
Yeah, trust me, I only know how to bash it. I listen to people playing Chopin stuff, but I'm just a basher.
But it's funny, you talk about, sometimes songs can come from strange places or, emotions or different feelings. And, we saw there your new song from the first English language album that you've had in 7 years.
In 7 years,
Immortal Love from it.
Because I did make a French album before this, but understandably no one heard it.
But this is the first English language one in 7 years, as you mentioned. And that song, Immortal Love, that song was written about a very special person.
The album's called Hyperlove.
Yes.
And I can tell you're a fan of dogs already.
Yes.
But my album's called Hyperlove, and it's this brilliantly weird kind of respond to the world around me, trying to understand at 42, almost 43 years old, like how to reply to the world without losing my spirit. And which is kind of what we always try and do in our shows and in our music. And so I wrote all these different songs about all these different kinds of big, crazy situations, some of them really dark. And, you know, and at the very last bit, I was writing the last song of the record, and out of nowhere comes my dog, 16 years old, puts her feet on my feet and looks at me. And I was just like, I'm so dumb. What is love? That's the question I asked at the beginning of the album. Well, there it is. It's in the dog. She's just looking at me. There's no difference. But it was also about that she left about 10 days ago. She passed away. And then, but this idea that, you know, loss leaves little holes in you.
Yeah.
And if you can make music, or if you can make something, whether it's a parent, whether it's a lover, a sibling, or a dog, like, you have to fill it with something. Because otherwise you just end up with so many holes in you, you can't walk straight.
Like a sieve.
Yeah, well, like a sieve. Yeah, that's true. Like a sieve.
That's the new song. Like a sieve. There you go.
Like a sieve.
And that's why you are a national treasure.
Mika, we want to talk about it because people loved you in the piano. That series, it's so fantastic. It's returning as well. We showed a beautiful film last year with one of the winners, Lucy. We can see that here. Gary, I know you're a big fan of this show.
I absolutely love it. And last year I had Brad Keller on tour with me.
I know.
He opened every night, and it's the first time I've ever known a support act make the crowd completely silent. Listen to him.
The first person in this business who sent me a message after the first episode of The Piano, which was literally a couple of days after we spoke about it, and I was trying to say, there's this thing that happens, there's these moments, and I was talking about Lucy. But the first person was you. Good.
Yeah, you should have Gary as a guest on it, because
I would love to.
That would be amazing.
Anytime.
There you are. You've got loads of time.
Be careful, you said that, yes. Exactly. It's very dangerous.
But you've said, Mika, that programme in particular has helped you reconnect with the UK.
Absolutely. It helped me reconnect with the UK, but not just London. The UK.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that changes everything. Standing there in Glasgow, standing there in Liverpool, in Sheffield, in Leeds, living moments like that, seeing how music kind of unifies all of this. You know, now I've got this big tour coming, which is, for me, a really big deal, because it's the first time I can bring my arena show to the UK, and we do that in 10 days, in 2 weeks. But I wanted to start by bringing my piano around tiny venues. And so tomorrow we're in Liverpool, we're doing 2 shows, and just like, and I'm opening up my world, like as if we were in the studio, and I just sit down on an armchair. My dog was with me yesterday. We did it in London.
Yeah.
We're going to Glasgow, we're going to Birmingham, and just kind of like playing my piano in these places that have helped me really kind of fall in love all over again in a different way with the UK. I was educated in London.
Yeah.
But now I've fallen in love with the whole country.
Well, we are so glad to have you here.
Yeah, really are. Really are.
Mika's album, Hyperlove, is out now, and tickets for his Spinning Out tour are also available. Now, tonight at 8 o'clock, landmarks around the...
A huge thank you to all of our guests. You're going to be back
Yes.
tomorrow alongside Vernon when